and Jalana here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It's preview day for our game against Fleetwood Town at the Kickoff Stadium. This is a must-win game. 3 points or we lose the chance of getting 6th place indefinitely. This is a massive, massive game. We're still 6 points. We're still 2 wins away from the playoff spots. It's all relying on other results as well as our own results. Now we need to push on and get results for the rest of this season now. And it's got to be up to us to do it. Now, of course, we saw the injury news. We saw some little updates here and there from Rovers. Well, about Rovers through Adam Oxley, who's a journalist from BBC Radio Sheffield and the Football Heaven stuff. He posted on Twitter yesterday that Brad Halliday's still 50-50. John Jules could play longer than half an hour, hopefully. We know that obviously the contract situation, there was a little bit on that as well. But we're not going to speak about contracts because this is just a match preview in this one. So Fleetwood obviously going to be tough opponents for this particular game. I mean, Fleetwood under Simon Grayson, you know, he was one of the bookies' favourites when, well, he was on the bookies when Grant McCann left before we got Darren Moore. But yeah, Fleetwood Town, I mean, they're not having the best of seasons, are they? They're 15th. They're not exactly that far away from us, which is fair enough. But, I mean, look at their last couple of results. 2-0 loss against Crewe. Before that, it was a 2-1 loss to Hull. Before that, they beat Rochdale. Before that, they beat Wimbledon. And before that, they lost to Peterborough. And before that, they lost to Swindon Town. So, you know, I think in the last 6 games, I mean, 3 wins, 3 wins, 3 defeats in their last 6 games. For Fleetwood, it's obviously, you know, an interesting run of form. You know, does this mean they're going to be still on the losing streak or they're going to go back on the winning streak? We don't know for sure. But I think it should be interesting to see what kind of team we're going to put out in this game. Obviously, you can see the team lineup behind me in terms of what I think in terms of the team we're going to put out for this game. We're going to go through that. We're also going to go through my scoreline predictions. But this is where the real work begins now. We've got Fleetwood, then we've got Peterborough, then Rochdale, then Blackpool, then Peterborough again. 2 Peterborough games and Rochdale and the rescheduled Blackpool match. 4 games left this season after tomorrow. And, you know, this is, you know, maximum we can get is 15 points. So let's have a look at the table. I've got the table in front of me right now. So if we get maximum 15 points, then the most we can get out this season is 75 points, which means that 5th and 6th is still in our sights. Obviously, we've got 2 games in hand on Oxford and Gillingham and MK Dons. We've got 1 game in hand on Portsmouth, Ipswich and Accrington. But we're on the same amount of games as Blackpool and Charlton. They're the 2 teams we're relying on dropping points, especially Blackpool because we play against them. So we got to rely on Blackpool and Charlton to drop points as well as the rest of them with their games. And we take advantage and get maximum points out of these last 5 games of the season to guarantee 5th or 6th place. It's still mathematical and I still believe we could get it. We just need to put the work in now. John Jules showed some excellent signs. And to be perfectly honest, the only reason we got outdone against Accrington is because we let them too much, let them on the ball too much. And we gave away 2 needless penalties. We could have, in the last 15 minutes of the match, we could have turned it around. If it wasn't for the 2 penalties in general, you know, we probably should have won that by 2 or 3 in the second half, you know, with the goal that we scored with John Jules and, you know, the couple of chances that we could have taken away in the last 15 minutes of the game and take away the penalties, we could have won that. So, you know, we've got the confidence now. It's just the results we're not getting. So, you know, we need to get these results. Now, I've got the team in front of me that I've predicted that I'm going to put out. In goal, Lewis Jones, no surprises here. Ellery Balcombe, drop him for the rest of the season. You guys think I might be being harsh, but I'm not being harsh at all after those mistakes in the Accrington match. You know, conceding 1 penalty, not saving both of them. You know, he pulled out a couple of other saves, but that's about it. You know, Ellery Balcombe's not shown me anything in the Accrington match to warrant starting unless Jones is not 100% fit. So unless it's not 100%, Lewis Jones needs to start. And if he keeps on the bench, then why? I say if he's not 100%, don't start him. But if he's 100%, if he's not 100%, why would he be on the bench? Exactly. So if he's at least for the bench, start him, because I've got no reason to think why he shouldn't start. Back four, I've gone with Wright at right back, James at left back, Butler and Anderson, same back four. Wright made the mistake for the first penalty with the needless stick out of the leg. But, we need to just keep going now and just use that back four until Halliday gets back. Smith and Bostock in the midfield, Richards at cam, right wing Coppinger, left wing Okunabiri, and I've gone with John Jules up front. Now you're probably thinking, well, what if it's a 4-4-2? What if you change it up? Well, if it was a 4-4-2, I probably would have taken out Richards, and I'd have probably put Horton in, and then put James on the left wing. So it would be. So I think if it was a 4-4-2, it would have probably been Jones in goal, Horton where James is, same with the back three. Smith and Bostock in the midfield. It would have been James on the left wing, Coppinger on the right wing, and then Okunabiri and John Jules up front. So, I mean, I would like to see this Okunabiri-John Jules partnership up front, but I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Butler goes with Okunabiri on the wing and John Jules up front. And the reason why I've gone with the 4-2-3-1 is because I think that's the formation he's going to go with. So Butler's going to go with that, in my opinion. I think he's going to put Okunabiri on the wing and John Jules up front. Which means on the bench, we've got Balcom, Lakilo, Gomez, John, Horton, Greaves, and Williams. Because I don't think Richards will be 100. Robertson will be 100% fit. Obviously, Sims isn't back yet. Taylor's out for the rest of the season. Halliday's still not 100%. So I think that's the way I'm going with this. So really, there's one major change to the bench, and that's Gomez coming in as John Jules comes into the lineup. But that's sort of what I'm thinking about team-wise. In terms of predicted scoreline, now this is the very interesting bit. I think Fleetwood are there to be got at. We don't want to let Captain Pugwash FC beat us for a second time this season. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. My list of 5 people to potentially be the goal scorers in this game. My list of 5 would be John Jules, Okunabiri, Smith, Richards, and Coppinger. They would be the 5 I'd go with. So, there we go, guys. I'm predicting a 2-0 win. What are your predictions? Comment down below. People will say in the comments why you're optimistic. It's because I love this club too much. That's probably why. But there we go, guys. That's your match preview. Stay tuned for the review tomorrow afternoon. Stay tuned for all of that to come. We're gonna bring in my match review, my fan cam after the match. And if you guys want to send any fan cams, then my social media links are in the description down below. Message me on there if you want to send over a fan cam. I will get straight on it after the match. If you want to send in your previews as well, come and send it in. You've still got time to send in your previews. So if you want to preview the team, if you've got a predicted lineup, don't forget, film it, landscape. Best quality possible, best sound quality possible, landscape filming, self-film it, or stand it up somewhere and you got good lighting, etc. Just make sure it's the best quality you can produce, and then send it over with the social media links, and I'll get that sorted and get you guys on the channel. Also, I want to big up the Arsenal fans today, because they're protesting for Kroenke to go. And, if you've seen my Instagram, you've seen my TikTok, you'll know that I put something out to say Kroenke out. I might not be an Arsenal fan, but I'm still with the Arsenal fan base, mate. So, Kroenke, get out of Arsenal. Stan Kroenke, leave. Josh Kroenke, leave. Whoever that Vinay guy, get out as well. Mikel Arteta, I feel sorry for. The players, I feel sorry for. They're going into the game against Everton tonight with all this to deal with. So, big up the Arsenal players. But to every single one of them people at Arsenal that threw the rest of the club under the bus, I want to say, get out. Never darken our door again. You're not welcome in football. And the numbers that we've seen at the protest today, amazing. Even though I couldn't be at the Emirates Stadium today, I really wish I was. but I still did my bit on social media to protest for the Cron case to go. And I'll do the same again tomorrow and Sunday for the Man U protest. I'll do the same for both protests on Saturday and Sunday. I might not be at Old Trafford, but I'll definitely be on social media protesting for the Glazers to go, because I stick up for football, not just my own club. So thank you very much, guys. My name is Owen Chandler from Forever Football, DRFC. Keep living the Rovers life. And that, my friends, is full-time Rovers side-eye. Come on. 5 games to go. 15 points maximum. Let's get the playoffs to end the season on a high. Come on.